Yeah, I just completely blanked on putting a timer on. When I need to rush to fit in a tiny little stream, I usually forget something, whether it's muting the mic, unmuting the mic, starting a timer, tweeting it out. I always forget at least one bit. And while I was tweeting, I forgot to set up the timer. Yeah, I'm going out tonight, Brian. So I'm just hopping on the Mindcrack server to place some sand and whatnot. Hey, Minnie. Did you have the sponges on you, Brian? I ended up asking you that in Discord, but you didn't respond. You have those sponges on you? Because I would do some of that as well, but if not, I can just place the sand. Trying to steal them views. Nah, I'm heading out. Buddy, pal, friend. Probably only gonna be streaming for like an hour. Cool, at night. Cool, go away, rain. Please just play sand? Cool. Wow, have you done more since last night? You have, haven't you? You didn't have all this done last night, did you? Thank you for the host, Omni. My memory, Brian has a plan. Yeah, does his plan also involve running out of sand? Is that why this is stopped? He placed all the sand he had. Motherfucker, this is what I came on to do today. Go harvest sand. Okay, I can do that as long as I know what I need to get done. That's fine. It's all in your butt. Okay. I mean, if it fit in your butt, it's probably not a lot. Okay, I can go harvest sand. That doesn't need to be in that shulker box. I can go in that one. Now I have another empty one. Put sand in. Cool. Got an ender chest on me. The shovel could probably do with mending on it and being repaired, but that's fine. Ooh. Ooh. I've not caught up on the last episodes. This is new to me. Can somebody say in chat like an hour-ish? He can't hear me. I'll say it. Thank you, Minnie. I forgot about the delay. I'll return it. I just want more room for sand. Ah, so not the delay, just the kitty. Fair enough. So I might be spending the stream harvesting sand instead of emptying an ocean, which I mean I was going to be placing. I'm either harvesting or placing during this stream, so. I do still have one more mending book. Let me throw that on my shovel. Because I'm going to want to repair that at some point. Thank you for that host, Brian. I did thank Omni, right? I'm almost certain I did. Thank you again, Omni, if I didn't. Those auto hosts. He is just mining this out here now, isn't he? Yeah, I got something to do, so. So how is your day going, Minnie? I'm certain it's early, right? Does time work properly to me? Did you Snapchat me last night? You did. Although, that confused the hell out of me, because that was this morning for me. I think it was like, I don't know, I had just woken up, so I don't remember it too clearly. It was like organizational stuff or something. You organized something? I don't completely remember. I was tired when I looked at it. Son of a bitch. Fish really does not do a lot. You tired? I get that. I have my phone charging, but I do need to keep an eye on it. In case I get a message that I'm leaving. 8:30, gotta... Ah. That's always fun. Sounds like you should move your bathroom. Not the desk or the bed, but the most difficult thing to move. Because why would you make things easy? That's no fun. Hey, some kind of Asian. How you doing? Showered, feeling less broken. Congrats on not feeling broken. Speaking of broken, I'm really hoping I don't ruin this shovel and not catch it before it's about to break. That tends to happen when you don't get a lot of sleep, Mini. You need to put like a box around that photocopier. Lock the cat out. I do not have an answer for that because I don't like pickles. Sorry to disappoint. There's a cave under here. Pulled pork sounds fantastic, though. One day he's going to find a way to waste all of the ink. He still has a bed here, right? It's over there. Coleslaw? Not a fan of coleslaw either. That one I can eat. Pickles I just can't. Coleslaw is put in front of me in a meal. I will eat it. Whereas I will pull pickles off of things if they're in them. Hey, AU. How's it going? Long time no see. Why? Why, creeper? Good? Good. That's probably part of that cave, and I'm sure I will cave it in even further. I have a mending book. Oh yeah, there's loads of XP farms. I'm just worried that I'm gonna miss out on, like it's gonna have like 5 durability left and I'm gonna break it before noticing. Going through sand gets rid of the durability pretty quick. Yeah, gherkins are the mini pickles. Fun with that, AU. I never really liked Starbound. I got it when it was like basically brand new. Put a couple hours into it, hoping it'd be fun. But it was kind of bare bones when it first came out. So, kind of tainted my experience in that it didn't have a whole lot to do. And I'm sure there's a lot of game to it now. I've tried going back and playing it, but I don't know. Might not be the game for me. I don't know why I didn't put that down. Fish are so bad for saturation. Holy crap. How have I been living my whole life on this server basically on fish? They're not good. It seems like it's just Brian, Cone, and I, although Cone isn't doing a whole lot, so it's mostly Brian and I. Good and Jeff were gonna have to do it, but they decided to ask Brian, or Brian offered, and he made a grave mistake doing so. I think the way he put it was, he was like, oh yeah, I know a way to drain the ocean real quick. I'll get that done. Then he realized how much sand he would actually need to do it. So I actually haven't streamed any of this work. It's mostly been Brian doing it. The current goal that we're doing right now is we're trying to drain the ocean over Good and Jeff's wheat farm. Because a lot of it runs underneath an ocean and they want it open to the air. So we have to drain that part of the ocean. So what we've been doing is sectioning it off and then sponging out the water. But to section it off, we're using sand so we can drop it and get that done. To do that, we just need a fuck ton of sand. I didn't answer that, did I? I gave like a long list, but specific, like one city if I were to visit. Let me put some thought into that. There's somebody using like a weed whacker outside. Couldn't notice it with my headphones on, but I took my headphone off real quick and I can hear it. I did what? I don't think I answered a specific city. I listed like 4 or 5 cities. Yeah. But the point was to narrow it down to one. don't actually know what I would narrow it down to. Probably be an English-speaking country, just for ease of life. So I'd probably rule out some of the other things I listed, like Tokyo or even like Berlin. But I had things on that list like London, Sydney, Melbourne. I don't know. Listen, just because you live... I know, I'm trying to narrow it down more. I'm working on it. It's a process. No offense, Minnie, but I'm not going to take the opinion of a person who lives in the opposite place. Like, if somebody who lives in a place tells me not to go to the other place that I'm talking about because their place is better, it's like you have such a huge bias, which is understandable. I mean, you live in the place that you're biased towards. It's just hard to use that as a valid thing. I don't know why I did that. Top of my list would probably be London. I don't know. I don't know why. Seems like a cool place. I've heard good stories of people who have been to London. I mean, Brian even talked about it last night, and he said that's a cool place. Thank you. Let's go do that now. Probably go to the gold farm, because that seems to be the safest and fastest. I don't know, every time I go to the end I end up getting dead. Borrowed one of them, but the rest of those are mine. I ended up grabbing him from the end at some point. Shulkers aren't the hard thing to get in the end. I mean, yes, you have to go further, but even on the ones that don't have a boat, enough of them spawn to where it's not too bad. Like, I think I ended up getting like 8 or 9 of them myself. I don't even actually know why I grabbed the one from Good and Jeff's on the way here. I have plenty myself. I wonder if we ever fixed the... Yeah, they didn't border the server. That was the season before this. Was it? Or was that season 4? Nah, I think it was 5. Yeah, because that was the start of the slowdown. Yeah, this one has no border. I'm just gonna repair all my stuff while I'm here, by the way. I think most of... Cool. I think most of my stuff has mending on it. Not everything, but just about. Like, the bow doesn't, because it's infinity. The pickaxe does. I think all the armor does. The elytra do. So, we'll just get everything repaired at once while we're here, because it's pretty fast. Ah, 2 banana server. Yeah, generally when you have a lot of people on it, or it's a public server like that, it's not a bad idea to border it so you don't have giant world sizes. This farm is fantastic, by the way. Michael ended up building this, and it is just wonderful. Maybe not for the noise, but it is. Why do they not care? Hey, you, care. Care about me. Did I turn it on? I did not. Thank you for that. Foolishly. Where is the switch? What level is it on? Hello, friends. There we go. Now we sit and we wait for everything to repair. It does seem random whether it chooses to give me the levels or put it into the things. Maybe I'm gaining XP too fast for it to know what to do. Or is it just giving me the level? No, it's going into the shovel. The shovel's going down like it's going in it. Just mostly giving me the levels, it looks like. Oh, I do have the armor, which is now all repaired. Cool. It's all going into the shovel now, besides my levels. Yeah, this farm is insane. The armor's all repaired now, though. Will that help, though? Because I assume with it being fully repaired, it's not going to go into it anyway. Maybe this is more helpful. You are 100% correct. Wow. And we're done. And that's how insane this farm is. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? How are you here? Okay. And that's with, like, XP ways. There's XP falling everywhere. Fix my pick. Oh, fuck, you right. Honestly. Probably enough on the ground just to repair my pick without having to go back up and turn it back on and all that. This farm is so efficient. Ridiculous. There's also I did turn it off on my way down. That's why I don't want to go back up and have to turn it back on to repair this pick. Cool. He's not even melting down the gold swords. Oh, the zombie punch tree. He's just burning the swords. And it's still pretty efficient on the gold production. There's also a villager up there that takes zombie flesh and gold. So you can just automatically turn all that loot into emeralds. Server is not updated yet, Steve. We've yelled at Mike to do it, but he's a busy guy. Streams too much WoW. He streams today or later. Yell at him to update the server, somebody. But no, at the moment it's still on 113. One's supposed to be more, like the bug fixes are pretty big. I'm gonna forego getting more sand at the moment and just place some down. I got 2 shulker boxes worth, so it's a fair bit of sand. I just used 2 of them. Alright, let's go place a crap ton of sand. Those floating blocks bother the crap out of me. There's already one of these here. Grab these and just bring them over here. I couldn't cook the cod. What does that mean? The cod in my bucket? The cod that I'm eating? Why do I have raw cod? Why have I been eating raw cod? Am I, like, actually stupid? Am I an idiot? Oh, Nobody saw that. I have not been eating raw cod the whole time. Nope. That explains why the fish was so bad. Thank you, some kind of Asian, for noticing my stupidity. I don't know that I ever would have noticed. I probably would have gone through the stack before noticing. Ah, I feel stupid. That was a stupid mistake. It explains why it felt like the saturation was so low when I know that it shouldn't be. I wanna show you guys something. This happens at the start of a lot of my streams. And I don't know why. But at the start of a lot of my streams, I drop 59 frames. And I don't fucking know why. It's like I'm streaming at 30 FPS. So, like, I dropped the first second in almost 2 seconds, but not exactly 2 seconds. 1 frame off. It's just so bizarre. Also, something else that bothers the hell out of me. If you look up here, right here, you can see this live timer. Want to see something really fucking annoying? If I hide that bar, I now cannot see how long the stream has been live without using a command or knowing just from prior knowledge. Why would they leave it there? There's so much empty space down here where it could go, where it will always be seen. Because the real problem is I usually leave it like this on my other monitor, so I cannot see. Look, there's plenty of room here for me to see the uptime. Plenty of room up here. You could put it in the fucking title for all I care. Why can I not see my uptime? That pisses me off. Just a side note while I'm looking at Streamlabs OBS. I have so much empty space they could put it in, rather than in a place that normally gets collapsed. Make a complaint? I think I have. I feel like I posted that somewhere. I might have posted it in their Discord at some point, and they have more important things to work on. As simple of a change as it would be. Oh, now I have this on editor mode and I don't have it on live mode, which means I can't see my event lists. Let me fix that. I fixed it before I even got done complaining about it. Hit them up on Twitter. Yeah, I could probably do that. But, I don't even know if it's worth complaining about, because I can just look other places for my uptime. That's not even the far edge. I think that's halfway. This is just a lot of sand placing. That's all there is today, from my experience. It would improve my experience, but would it improve it enough that it's worth complaining about it? That's the way I see things. Like, I'm gonna put in all this effort to complain about it and ask them to do this and constantly check up on it. Like, is it worth it? I'm all for like quality of life changes, but if I'm gonna put more effort into complaining about it than I would to just looking up my uptime, then I don't think it's worth it. I have another stack in my inventory in my hotbar, but I decided probably not really that difficult. They're already displaying stats at the bottom of my screen. They could just move. They could probably even put it in both places if they gave a shit. They could just move where that is called. In fact, is Slobs? I know, isn't OBS open source? Is Slobs open source? I could probably, if it's open source, I can make a pull request and just do it myself and say, hey, can you just implement this for me? I did it. Please do it. Please, please. I don't know if it's open source, though. It would not be hard, though. It'd probably be removing a line in one place and pasting it in somewhere else, most likely. Depending on the scope of where things are defined and called. Now you've got me curious. Team Labs, OBS, GitHub. It is open source. Go on Electron. I don't know Electron, but I could probably look at it enough to change 2 lines of code. Obviously not tonight because I'm busy, but I mean, I wouldn't even mind just changing it for them if they'd accept the pull request. It'd be a simple change. So because I work at a library and I put books away, I look at the stickers on them a lot, and like generally if it's fiction, it's going by the last, in the kids section at least, it's going by the first 3 letters of the author's last name. So there were a couple books by somebody with the last name Cumming, and I chuckled every time I put one away. So it was just like, Ecum. And that just made me happy. E.G. Cumming. I don't remember who it was. I don't think it was. It was a children's book. Was this is that a children's author? I don't remember exactly who it was. How's the sand going? It's going. What'd you eat? Where's this message? Oh, it's a lot of messages. Not something I'm gonna read now. I gotta keep up on Discord even when I'm streaming. But if there's a lot, then I will not. That seems like a weird combination, Spy, but everything sounds good. Ah, stop it. Game. You're the worst. Well, I assumed it wasn't at the same time, but... here's a bite of lasagna, and here's a bite of some ice cream. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. It sounds awful. Discord. Yeah. Last names are really interesting. Am I still in range of that conduit? Holy shit, conduits go really far. Yeah, that's the thing about names, is if they could have some reason to be made fun of by kids or just by people in general, they will. Brian, what have you done? Why is this so... I mean, it doesn't matter. It's only temporary until it's all drained and torn down. Still, how could he? Oh, and they're all off by one. I got rid of that one arrow. Why'd I get rid of my one arrow? Because he's been doing a lot of this off camera. That's how no one caught it. Hello. Need one arrow. It's getting hot in my room. I mean, this is all going to get torn down as soon as it gets emptied out anyway. Just like we did over there, where there's 2 long rows of... Actually 3. Just going to turn into this, where it gets torn down. This is just because these patches are easier to remove the water from than like this giant patch with sponges. The way you've done this, Brian, disturbs me. Wait, this one's good. Does that mean this one's gonna be too wide? What have you... Did you do? Why is this one 4? Brian, no. No. You literally even have that one matching up. What have you done? You're a monster. You're the worst. One's fine. I don't know what. How? What? Why? It's this one that's wrong. No, he didn't even have this done when they did that, I don't think. He was only working on some of this last night after they got done. Yes, this water will literally be sucked out. But it's bothering me. Now everything's right with the world. I think the problem was this was shorter just because of the way the land went. No, everything's good. Everything's fine with the world. Everything matches up the way it should. That side's still weird, and I think that's just because of the width of the whole thing, but everything's fine. Because these wouldn't have lined up with the other lines he made. Look. What were you thinking, man? I'm very afraid that things still won't line up somewhere. Anyway, it's been about an hour. I think I'm going to call it. I want to relax for a little bit. Not that this isn't relaxing, but it's a lot of sand. A lot of sand. I want to calm down a little bit before I go out later. I also feel gross. I want to cool off. I'm going to leave all my sand in the chest so I don't just take it with me. What does that... What? How did you... What? I know what you meant. Thank you. Yeah, I will see you all tomorrow with something. I don't know what I'm doing. Probably some... I don't know. Lately, it's been PUBG or Minecraft, so I'm sure you'll see one of those tomorrow night. Have a good one. See you then. Yada, yada, yada. Usual things. I'm gonna push the buttons and touch the things. Paint, you showed up right as I'm ending. I'm heading out in a bit. Hey, Paint, go stream. Everybody go watch Paint stream that she's about to start right now because I told her to. Okay, bye.